We're getting into week 10. This is the last week of the bye weeks and getting ready for the playoff run. Have some good picks for you at QB, running back, wide receiver, and tight end. People you need to pick up, people you can use as spot starters for injuries or this bye week, and then people I'm watching. Start with the quarterbacks. I'm going to go right into spot starters, and that's Josh Freeman. Josh Freeman looked very sharp, threw 3 touchdowns this weekend. Somebody that I could see myself using in a 2 QB league for sure. Somebody I could see myself using if I had an injured quarterback right now. Actually, not too many injured quarterbacks out there. So, right now he'd probably just be someone you'd stash on your bench, and that's about all you'd use him for. Who am I watching? Keeping an eye on Pat White down in Miami. Just interesting how much they use him, almost like as a Michael Vick change of pace quarterback. Very interesting situation. I just keep an eye on there. If Chad Henne decides not to do as well, they might give Pat White a go. So just monitor that situation, nothing more. Moving on to running back. Okay, please pick up Darren McFadden. He is a huge pickup this week, the best pickup of the video. If he is on your waiver wire, you need to pick him up. He's practicing. He will be back this week, and you need to run and grab him. Next is Derrick Ward, starting to see a lot more work down in Tampa Bay, getting great receptions. Okay, so you PPR leaguers, he's definitely somebody I would think about picking up a PPR for sure, and starting if you really needed that. Let's say you had Slayton and he's just not being productive as you want, even though he's not doing too bad. You might take a gamble on Derrick Ward, or if you're going through injuries, maybe you lost one of your running backs. Derrick Ward can definitely help out with depth, so he's a pickup for me. Spot starter is Ladell, but only if Clinton Portis is out. Very productive. He's got a tough matchup next week, but that being said, he would be a great spot start, but only if Portis is out, so monitor the news for that. Next is Justin Forsett. I could see him as a spot starter in a PPR league. Definitely is on the field for a lot of passing plays. Julius Jones is still kind of their feature back, but for PPR leaguers, Justin Forsett can be very consistent, and I would recommend putting him on your bench and spot starting him when you needed him. Next, who am I watching? Keep an eye on Kolby Smith. Now that Larry Johnson has been released, Kolby Smith is a little bit bigger than Jamal Charles, so you might see a 50-50 split there. So I could see myself stashing Kolby Smith and see if he's someone who steps up. So he's someone I'm watching. And this one is someone that we talked about previously. I'm hoping will come back on injury during the playoffs, and that's Sammy Morris. You see Lawrence Maroney stepping up big time, but Sammy Morris is someone who New England really likes. Belichick likes this guy. So I would definitely keep an eye on that situation and kind of keep your finger next to the trigger. Wide receivers, pick up Laveranues. Chris Henry broke his arm. He's out for the rest of the season. Coles is going to be the main beneficiary in my mind. So if Coles is out there, please pick him up. If Andre Caldwell's out there, he could also be a good pickup as well. Next, Justin Gage. With Vince Young now in the field, he's kind of finding his go-to wide receiver. It's going to be Justin Gage. If he's out there, I would definitely pick up Justin Gage for sure. Who am I watching? I've talked about both of these guys. These are the Jones guys I've talked about watching, and now they're definitely both spot starters. You got Jacoby Jones from Houston. He's definitely going to see more action with Owen Daniels out. And then James Jones. Huge week this week in Green Bay. Again, I told you to keep an eye on that kid, and the trigger should have been pulled. But he is now a pickup for a spot starter type situation. Who am I watching? Keep an eye on Chris Chambers. New scenery does, well for some players, and Chris Chambers definitely did well this week. Not sure Kansas City wide receivers can be very dependable, but it should help Dwayne Bowe get open. If Chris Chambers and Dwayne Bowe are both out there, Chris Chambers will be someone I'm just keeping an eye on. Finally, tight ends, pick up Ben Watson. He's been consistent enough to be a pickup for sure. Not an every week starter, but somebody, if you lost Chris Cooley, all you Chris Cooley owners, you might want to just gravitate towards Ben Watson. Spot starter is Jermichael Finley. He should be back. So, you can use spot starter Jermichael Finley on Green Bay. He was great when he was healthy. And then finally, I'm watching Brandon Pettigrew. It's pretty interesting. He's averaging about 3 to 4 catches every week. Huge targets, 6'5", 260, just a big target in Detroit. It's really hard to recommend Detroit offensive players, but, not too bad with his consistency. So Brandon Pettigrew would be someone keep an eye on. And if you had, Cooley and you're in a huge deep league, Pettigrew's probably out there and could be someone you slide in to Cooley's spot. Other than that, week 10, last week of the bye weeks, getting ready to head into playoffs, so you really need to keep an eye on the waiver wire. A lot of things happen every week. We got injuries later in the season, so there is lots of potential out there. Again, if you have questions, email me. It's hattywaiverwireguru@hattywaiverwireguru.com. I'll email you back. Check out the website daily for content. It's hattywaiverwireguru.com. We're here to help you, put up some wins. We have weekly tournaments you can join. A lot of fun. Participate in that. Good luck, and let's get some more wins.